What's up, folks? I figured I'd do a channel update for you all. It's been quite some time since I've put any video online. I believe the last one I did was on running under a 20-minute 5K. Well, I have achieved that now several times, and today I'm actually going to go for a sub 19. I've gotten close a couple times, and I'm nervous, man. It's tough, man. My heartbeat goes up really fast. But anyways, I'm gonna shoot for that today. I got some other plans as far as videos go. It's about 6, it's almost 7 a.m. here. I've stretched, I'm ready to go. I'll be back in a little bit to let you know about the results. Well, folks, I'm here at my high school alma mater. Just ran a jog 1 mile as a warm-up. I'm gonna do the best I possibly can to run this under 19 minutes. Let's go. Well, folks, I did it. I ran an 18:59. Even though my watch says I ran a little bit faster than that, but I timed it 12 and a half laps around. Did have to dodge some sprinklers, so maybe I ran a little bit more, maybe it was a little bit quicker because I had to go around those. But anyway, man, I had to dig the last 100 meters. It was absolutely insane. My heart rate got up to almost 180, I think. I could definitely start to feel the lactic acid build up. That's always fun. Started to feel sick. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna walk around this track once and just talk for a little bit about what's been going on with my life and how come I haven't put a video up in probably 2 years, 1.5 years. I'm not sure when it was. Anyways, I have little personal information. I'm back into teaching full-time, coaching robotics, teaching geometry, algebra 2, personal finance. Love my students. I'm really blessed to have the job that I have. Travel a lot, back and forth between here in Virginia and teaching in Vegas, actually. And so just the transition between the desert and here in the Blue Ridge Mountains is pretty wild. Not only geographically, but culturally as well. It's almost like you have to adapt. Every time I travel, I feel like I'm adapting to a different culture, a different climate and stuff. But it's really good. So we're in the summer now, and I don't have too much work to do, even though last summer I worked really hard to get ready for the school year. I'm gonna make some videos this summer for my classes and stuff, but nothing too crazy. Might go to a flipped classroom in the future. One of my colleagues is gonna try that out. And we're gonna see how it works for him, and if it works pretty well, I might go that route. So anyway, last summer, so I was running pretty steadily, and had a pretty good regiment going, and then I got Lyme disease, and I ended up in the hospital right as the school year was starting. It was crazy. Barely made the first day of school. Had heart blockage. They call it first degree AV block. I'd had Lyme, I think, for, they said 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. Really extreme pain in my neck and back, and I thought it was just back issues. Didn't have any energy and all this kind of stuff. Survived that, and then I guess it's been about a month ago, I got COVID at the end of the school year, right after the school year was over. So it was good I didn't miss any school, but that was rough. Yeah, I was really sick for about 5 or 6 days. High temperature and nausea, coughing, blowing my nose and all that kind of stuff. But basically, going back to running, so apart from all of that, I try to run about 50 miles a week, and took yesterday off. Today is monumental for me because I've been wanting to run a under 19-minute 5K for a while. If you look on my Strava profile, which I don't really share that with too many people, but it says 18:22, so it's saying that I basically ran more than a 5K. So I ended up with an 18:22 as I passed 5 kilometers, but I don't buy that. I like I said, 12 and a half laps, 18:59. Really sprinted that last 100 meters. It was nuts. Gave it everything I had, and I looked down at my watch right as I crossed the line. It was 18:59. So I've got, you know, a lot of you, I don't know who subscribes to my channel. I really don't pay attention. I haven't spent a lot of time with it, but I've decided that there's gonna be some changes. I'm probably gonna change the name of the channel to Logic Space, because I want to talk more than just math, even though I love math. But really my heart, where my heart is actually in logic. And my number one goal, I tell my students all the time, is I want you to be able to think logically. I don't really care about, I mean, that's my number one priority. You know, I care about you being good at math, but my main goal is I want my students to think logically. And so anyways, the videos I'm going to start putting out, I've been praying about it a lot. I am a believer, by the way, and so I'm probably going to talk about that some. You might be thinking, how can you be a believer? Isn't that illogical? Well, we'll talk about that. But yeah, I want to start talking about things like religion and politics, because I think about those things a lot. Philosophy for sure. And how can I learn to think more logically? Because I myself, I can't point my finger at the rest of the world and say, you're illogical, I'm the only logical person. That would be insanity, right? I catch myself all the time saying illogical things or thinking illogical things. So that's something I have to work on too. But anyway, I'm going to finish up this video. Really grateful to God that I ran on 18:59 5K. So my two other goals that I've got are to run a sub 5-minute mile. I've never really officially ran that. Some questionable times I got from my watch, I don't really trust them. So I'm going to have to say I probably never have ran a under 5-minute mile. That's one of my goals. My other goal is a under 40-minute 10K, which I'm pretty sure I can do now that I can run under 19-minute 5K. So that's it for this video, folks. Take care. We'll see you later.